EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Drill, 52.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
10 cycles. Ready, go.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They run it again with Cook. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
40 wants the mark. 40 wants the mark. Check, 41. I'm here all day.
Striker, 3-3. Black Ultra.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
12 more yards there and another first down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. The Panthers at 7-1 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Cook again. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second and 5. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go. Fix the Eagle. Fix the Eagle. Rig. Dragon 60.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Hold me ready. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. You got nothing.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Ready. Black 40.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yellow.
Here's 2nd and 8. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
2nd and 2.
70 Timberwolves. Here we go. Check, Bobcat.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
18 rattling.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 32 yards. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here we go.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook.
88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's go.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
38.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll set up a throw. Slant.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. And let's get this. Get this.
Close. 10. Steal. Black.
41's the Mike. Check 41.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
560.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
52 blaster. Hey, go Fury. Red, yellow. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Black shot. Undercrush. Drill, 52.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Check. 3 down.
10 Cycle.
Back to the ground, Cook. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
On 1st down, Sapp. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Let's go, team.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Check three, check three.
Striker, 3-3.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. He's tough.
Smash, ran.
Mike 41. You got to wedge that, huh? Yeah, that's what I do. 41's coming, 41's a Mike. I got you.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Shit.
22 needle.
Shit.
Ran, cycle.
Mike 41. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Looking to throw. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, so the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Shot, 17. Right.
He'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And some room to roam now. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run on 1st down. Sapp, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
43 rail.
Mike 20. Let's go, D. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check pass, check pass.
Blaster. 6.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Second and 6. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Joker, 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 Joker.
Trouble. 38.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. And some room to work. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 165 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
60 red. 60 red.
Watch the end.
Close. 10. Slice blue.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, defense. Out of time.
10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Green Jack.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm scared. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. We own them. We own them. Hey, go Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Go.
Now back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Come on. Set. 45. White.
Double time. 40.
Strike 60.
Check 9, check 9. Check, check, check.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Black Ultra.
Watch now. Strong right, strong right, strong
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick slant, caught by Moore.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Being chased out left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. He was back there forever. You got to get rid of the football there.
I mean, the amount of time he had was probably double what you normally have to throw the football, and he doesn't find anyone, so you're exactly right. He's got to get rid of it. But the next question I would have is, what were the receivers doing? In that amount of time, someone's got to find their way open.
Because the normal time, 3.5 seconds to get rid of it.
Somewhere in that neighborhood, and they really doubled that. That's not supposed to happen where he still has the football, and he ends up losing it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Vikings are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Ritter will throw for it.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only